Welcome to the Better Together podcast, where we look for ways we can work together to advance the cause of Christ among Free Will Baptists. Today, I have with us Dr. Thom Rainer. He's the CEO and founder of Church Answers, and he's been a frequent speaker at our leadership conference. He's written almost 40 books. And so, Dr. Rainer, it's so good to have you here with us today.
Always good to be back with you folks, and thank you for the opportunity and the generosity of letting me have these few minutes.
You bet. Now, Church Answers, many of our pastors are using those resources, but there's a lot there. Why should a pastor check out Church Answers when there's so many other resources, it seems like, that are available to them today?
Well, I would say those other resources are probably as good as well. So check them out. Churchanswers.com is a place where we strive to help church leaders help the church. So just simple as that. We strive together for better church health. Here's what I would want church leaders to know, and really anybody in the church. A little over 95% of everything we offer is free. And so everything from podcasts to articles to research that we put out to free webinars. So you don't have to come to Church Answers and spend money. You can come and get almost everything we have without doing so. There are some features that I would mention. We have a lot of resources. I'm not going to go into all of those. I will feature just one of those. And it's what we called our Church Answers Central, which is basically our subscription ministry that allows church leaders to come together. Right now, a little over 2,000 of them coming together to ask questions and make comments in a safe place. It basically is your coach and your consultant on your smartphone. And it is the fastest growing of all of the things that we have to offer right now. And the good news about it is I said it is not one of those free resources. It's an outrageous cost of $9.97 a month. And here's the great part. Once you get into Church Answers, by the time the fall of 2022 comes, we're going to be adding to that a full membership equipping module that is absolutely free in addition to that. So you'll be able to, if you're a pastor, to say, okay, I want to get my deacons equipped. I want to get my elders equipped. I want to get my welcome team equipped. We'll have dozens upon dozens of ways to provide the content at absolutely no cost beyond that subscription. So that's a little bit of why you should go to Church Answers, and we'd welcome people to go to churchanswers.com, check it out, and feel free to just sign up for the Church Answers Central community.
No, that's great. And anyone that's read any of your books or have looked at any of your blogs, they see that the material is very practical, very biblical. So you've really got some good resources. Before we step off, you've got some other contributors on your site as well. You want to give us a little bit of an overview of some of those folks and what they bring to your site via blogs and so forth?
I will. On the podcast, we have Thom Rainer and Thom Rainer. Thom Rainer is my eldest son and a lot smarter than I am, so I like having him around. Thom is a major contributor and worker and leader at Church Answers. We have another podcast called Revitalize and Replant with Mark Clifton and Kevin Ezell and me, and that's what it's about: church revitalization and church adoption, fostering, or replanting. So it's totally about that. Then we have one with another son called More Than Money. That's Art Rainer, and to me it's the best there is on Christian finance that is out there. So that's another podcast. Other contributors include Chuck Lawless, who's probably the foremost in the area of spiritual warfare and prayer, especially from the perspective that we would be comfortable with these days and understanding it. And then we have other contributors that you'll see that will come from time to time, such as Jimmy Scroggins, such as Tony Morgan, such as others that are out there, and we love bringing their material in as well.
That's great. So you really got an all-star cast that give really practical biblical information that churches and lay folks within the church can really use and put to work really quickly. Well, we appreciate you putting that together, my friend.
Oh, my joy to do so. My joy to serve those who really are serving the church.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And we thank you all who have listened in today. We encourage you to share information about this podcast, share information about Church Answers. And remember that as we work together, we truly do accomplish more for Jesus Christ. Thank you for joining us today.